Hi everyone, welcome to another card making tutorial. And today I wanted to talk about a technique in card making, which is how to make your cards pop. Now, for me, the easiest way to make, one layer or two layer cards to pop visually is to have a contrast in them. And that is why personally for me, monochrome cards or the cards which has black background and on top of it very bold and bright colors is something which will normally pop off rather than more muted colors or tone on tone cards. So that is a good way to make quick and colorful and cheerful cards, according to me. So what I do is I start off with the newly launched stamp set by Craft Angles, and these has a lot of small floral elements which you can repeat and make your very quick and pretty backgrounds. And that is what I'm doing on a black cardstock. So this is Midnight Black cardstock, 250 GSM cardstock by Craft Angles, and then I'm doing some white embossing. And you can see that I have not, you could see the bits of white powder that was lying around as well, since, I did not clean the paper properly with anti-static. And that was fine because that was the look I was going for. And apart from that, I also added some droplets of water, and on top of it, I added more embossing powder just to create that splatter effect uh, on top of the card. So what I'm doing is basically I'm creating a very abstract kind of background using embossing powders, stamps, and some splatters. And what this will do is this will form a base for my card. And then on top of it, I will add some colorful elements using the same flower stamp. So what will that do is it will bring the cohesion and it will also bring the contrast because we are doing colorful flowers on the top of a black and white background. Okay, so that is what will make the card pop. So I have already pre-cut the flowers using the same stamp set, and I have colored them using Craftangle liquid watercolors. And the colors I have used are Lemon Tart, Pretty Peony, and Evergreen. Again, very quick coloring, nothing fancy. And I have used very vibrant colors because, as I said, I wanted these cards to pop on top of the background that we have created. If you are using a black background, try and use, bright colors. And let's say if you are using a white background, try and use more dark colors, which will complement the white background. And that will inherently pop the colors or pop the stamps, whatever focal point is there on top of your card. Now I am creating a cluster of the flowers that is using some tacky tape. And then I will foam mount this cluster of flower on top of the black paper. And what that will do is it will just add an added dimension and it will bring kind of a differentiation between the black part and the colorful part. Also, just I did not have the orange and green gem drops or epoxy dots. But if you had those colors of epoxy dots, you could definitely have added that on the black card base just to, kind of balance out the pink and orange on top of the card. Now, because, that's the cluster on the top left is the only cluster that has that color. Unfortunately, I did not have that, so I could not use it. But if you do add that, that will add another level to your card. And here I'm using the sentiment from the same stamp set, which is so happy. So I have stamped it on the top of the black cardstock itself using some white embossing powder. The embossing powder is by Ranger. It is super fine white embossing powder. And for the sentiment, now again, what I said, right? That there was no color except the cluster. So just to repeat that cluster, since I did not have any dots, what I decided was to use a strip of white paper and to color it in the same colors that I have used to color the flowers, which was pink color and yellow color. And then on top of that strip is where I will emboss the sentiment, and that will complete my card. So here I have used again the sentiment from the same stamp set, and it says to call you family. So the card says, so happy to call you family. And I have used pink card because, I wanted to make some feminine cards, but you could definitely replace this pink with bright purples, bright blues, bright orange, yellow, red colors. And you could definitely, make it gender specific and make it in the colors that person likes. So that was the technique for today, where we spoke about how you can, use basic stamps and cardstock that you have to pop your cards visually. And here are some more examples of the same concept that I have used, and the same flowers in different ways. So somewhere I have used pattern paper, somewhere I have used white paper, and here I have used them on ATC cards with backgrounds. So that was the tutorial for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, and do consider subscribing. I'll see you in my next tutorial. Till then, take care. Bye bye.